like women.
What about the Allegheny one?
Allegheny
Yeah,
ourselves.
that's right.
Same thing. Women got killed there too.
Yep.
All right, looks like we're going again.
Oh.
What about the livery? Livery?
Huh? Yeah. No.
why? Roaches?
What?
Roaches.
Well, we're on now, so. All right, so let's pretend that we're back now. Oh no, wait, no, that's not it. God damn it, today is not working for me at all.
Sprayed with potassium sorbate to prevent mold growth. You're back with Matt and Veronica.
All right, we're back, but we're technically on for many people for the very first time. So, welcome back to Addressing Gettysburg.
We've missed you.
We've missed you very much. The audio. I'm sorry, Bo. What was that?
Is it true that Sam Elliott's suing you for using his voice?
Yes.
You're listening
right,
to Addressing Gettysburg.
All right. Yeah, he said, that's not my voice.
That's not my voice.
Yeah, that's not
I
my voice.
appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Oh, my. All right, so we're back now. Everybody has audio. Can you all hear us? I hope you can hear us. Wow, man. So anyway, if you want to see the show or hear the show that you missed, go over to patreon.com/Addressing Gettysburg. It'll be up for free either tonight or tomorrow morning, and you can listen to it, of course, without being a member. But of course, we'd love you to be a member. So patreon.com/Addressing Gettysburg. All right, so we've got Remembrance Day weekend coming up this weekend. Very exciting. We'll get to what you have to look forward to when we get to the news. As we talked about earlier, Ronnie was sick this week. I was sick this week. Very exciting. A lot of people in the room here, so let's start going around the room. We've got Brett over there, or Tommy, as I like to call him, Tommy. And he is going to... Colby usually does the thing, the video. Tommy is going to be his understudy and learn how to do it. But tonight, Joe is with us helping out. How you doing, Joe?
I am fantastic.
Great. Everything going well for you down in Maryland?
It couldn't be better. Finn's doing great.
Finn's doing well.
Finn's
Good.
Doing amazing. So.
Good. You that stool that you're on is known for sinking, so you might have to every once in a while prop yourself up again, and it's nothing to do with you. It's just a cheap stool. In the back of the room, we have Bill Etzkorn sitting over in the corner there. Bill, this time without a dunce cap. It must feel good to finally graduate and just be able to wear a regular hat. How are you, Bill?
Good. How are you?
Good. You're excited. You're going to be marching in the parade.
I will be marching.
Here, grab that handheld there, Bill, and you can talk on that, and we can hear you, and that way the audience will be able to hear you well. You're
yes,
welcome.
I will be marching along with my wife Cindy.
And what's the unit you guys are with?
We are with the Union Volunteers.
The Union Volunteers.
Yes.
Okay. And so it's going to be like 30-something degrees tomorrow, right?
I will be in wool.
You'll be in
It'll
wool.
work out in my favor this time.
So, yeah, okay.
Unlike July.
Yeah. July
What's
is
the
hot.
Union Volunteers?
What is the Union Volunteers?
It's our overall umbrella group.
So you wear overalls and carry umbrellas.
No, that's the West Virginia group.
Hey! All right, very good. And so you and Cindy will be walking in that. Cindy, what are you going to be dressed up as?
Civilian nurse.
A civilian nurse. Very nice. And then afterwards, what do you guys plan on doing? Are you coming with over to the Farnsworth to hang out with us?
We are actually staying at the Farnsworth.
That's right. Party at your house.
That's right. Party at our house.
And also Dave Johnson and his wife are staying at Farnsworth. So we're going to have a 2-room blowout, right?
That's right.
No, the beauty of it is that we don't have to stand in line to use the pisser. That's the beauty of it all.
That's right. We don't have to stand in line to wait for the pisser.
We, including me. Yes, that's right. We don't. Good. Okay, so we'll have fun with that. And then Mr. Mallow.
Yep.
Has forced his way into the show one more time here, Cameron. Cameron, how are things with everything that's going on with you? You've been on the last 2 weeks, so we're pretty much caught up with your life and everything. But how are you? Are you doing well this week?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
You didn't get sick or anything?
Nope.
All right, good, very good. Are you going to be marching in the parade tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh, yeah? With who?
Federal Volunteer Brigade.
Okay, and are you going to be, an officer this time?
Probably a sergeant major.
Sergeant major.
Or could be carrying a flag, whatever's needed.
Okay, very good. So you'll know the day of, right?
Probably here in a little bit at our brigade meeting.
Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Are you going to come with us afterwards at the Farnsworth house?
May try to slip over, but my professor's speaking tomorrow at 3 o'clock on top of Culp's Hill.
Oh, who's that?
Dr. Brumall.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy
speaking.
Brumall.
Yeah,
And
my
Dana Schoaf.
college professor.
You're going to be, and Dana Schoaf, right? And
Yep.
you're going to go over there and harass them.
No, I'm going to go over and listen to my professor speak.
Uh-huh. You're going to tell everybody that he was your professor? While they're talking, you're going to be walking around and go, hey,
No,
he was my
I'm not
professor.
going to be doing that.
In the audience, you go,
No.
he's like, oh, Cam. Please,
Cam, he
Cam,
speaks
sit down,
very
sit down,
highly
Cam.
of you, by the way.
Yes, he does.
Very highly of you.
He says Cameron is very high all the time. So Cameron swiped my megaphone, and he thinks that that's going to somehow be funny. The only person in the room laughing is Cameron.
Cameron.
Yeah. Did you turn it off so the battery doesn't die down?
Nope, I think I had it on full volume.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Now you're going to have to do the train whistle.
I know. Yeah, do the train whistle and we'll
Real
move
quick.
on. No, not in the...
Not on the...
What the all?
Thank you, Cameron. It's awesome.
Wow, Cam.
Hi. Good night,
tell you.
everybody.
Don't tell me Eric doesn't miss us. I don't believe it.
Hi. Good night, everybody.
Eric misses us.
But
Somewhere
could he
one of
not?
his flip flops just caught on fire. Just ran.
spontaneously combusted.
Oh, thank you for giving it back, Cameron. Thank you so much.
Hide that from him.
Sterilize that, please,
Touch it.
Veronica. All right, so we're okay. Where are we now? So what we're gonna do is this, ladies and gentlemen. It's been such a messed up show. You're only going to have to listen to the audio because that's the only thing that survives, and you've missed so much. We'd love to hear from you if you're coming into town. If you're not coming into town, we'd still love to hear from you. 717-428-1978 is the phone number to call. Call in. Let us know what you've got going on this weekend if you're not coming here. And why aren't you coming here? That's really the big thing. But we're going to... We're going to take another break because we want to get to the news. And that's it. We're on schedule to be at the news. So we're going to take a break.
There it is.
We'll be right back. Again, go to Patreon and listen tomorrow. You've missed so much. I mean, it's insane how much stuff you missed. So much calamity is what you've missed, really. So we'll be right back.
Now would be a good time to get up and stretch. Blood clots are deadly. We'll be back.
Say, what do you call a joke about coffee? A brouhaha. Yeah. And where can you find the freshest cup of coffee in Gettysburg? At 82 Cafe. Located at 82 Steinware Avenue, the 82 Cafe roasts all of their coffee in-house, and each cup of coffee is brewed fresh to order. Perhaps you enjoy a perfectly extracted espresso or a seasonally flavored latte. Well, they specialize in that too. So next time you're in Gettysburg and need a pick-me-up or a light breakfast, visit the 82 Cafe located across the street from the Dobbin House. Not visiting Gettysburg in the near future, but still want to enjoy a fresh cup of delicious coffee at home? Well, 82 ships freshly roasted coffee weekly. Just order on their website, www.raggededgerc.com, to see their selection of coffees. So, 82 Cafe located at 82 Steinware Avenue across from the Dobbin House, or raggededgerc.com for online orders. And here's the beauty thing for you. All listeners of Address in Gettysburg can use promo code Hancock for 10% off your order. How superb.
The 1863 civilians of Gettysburg were reluctant witnesses to the Great Battle. Join Ken Rich, the man in the red shirt, for his historic town walking tours. You could book these tours by emailing ken@gettysburgtownhistory.com. That's ken@gettysburgtownhistory.com. And when you're in town, look for the guy in the red shirt.
Ever wanted to be a part of a movie production? Well, now is your chance. Hope Kelly is still struggling with heartache several years after her abrupt, life-changing decision to buy an apple farm outside the small town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. But the loneliness of isolation gradually replaced the peace she initially found on the farm. Sent reeling when her fiancé left her for another woman before a previous Christmas, Hope has sworn off Christmas and relationships. But when her brother Ryan Brian's old army buddy Nick shows up to the farm and is immediately taken with hope, the temperature starts to rise. Still, it will take a Christmas miracle in the form of Charlie to help mend Hope's heart and allow her to trust again and find love. Join writer, producer, and director Bo Brinkman in the production of A Gettysburg Christmas with named talents like Jake Busey and Lee Majors. The script has tailored scenes to shoot at specific locations to highlight the beauty, history, and capture the Christmas spirit of Gettysburg with the goal of inspiring viewers to visit in droves. Those of you who have been wanting another movie to revitalize interest in visiting our awesome town have finally gotten your wish. And now you can be a part of getting this project off the ground. Bo and company are turning to you, the citizens of Gettysburg and the lovers of Gettysburg, to make this grassroots effort work. No Hollywood BS, just pure Christmas joy and romance. Just click the link in the show notes to get started or go to GoFundMe.com and search for A Gettysburg Christmas.
Need a Corps badge or other insignia for your uniform? Then check out the Badge Maker. Here's what some of his satisfied customers had to say. Miranda said, "I ordered an identification disc from Joe and it's fantastic. He hand stamped it exactly as I wanted. It has a great rough on-campaign feel to it and was reasonably priced to boot." Greg said, "My unit has purchased from him in the past. Quality badges and good service." And Jerry S. says, "The Badge Maker is the go-to place for accurate replica Civil War badges. Visit CivilWarCorpsBadges.com and attach a message with your order saying you heard about him on Addressing Gettysburg."
This special episode of Addressing Gettysburg is brought to you in part by me, audiobook narrator Mike Scott, narrator of Savis Beattie's Bloody Autumn, the Shenandoah Valley campaign of 1864, and Unlike Anything That Ever Floated, the Monitor and Virginia and the Battle of Hampton Roads. If you are an author or publisher interested in having your titles produced as audiobooks, or even just in learning more about the process, give me a shout. You can find my contact info on my website, MikeScottVoice.com. That's MikeScottVoice.com. Hey, historian, author, and licensed battlefield guide Tim Smith. Matt gave me a full minute, so let me ask you an important question. Isn't it about time that John Burns' Hero of Gettysburg became an audiobook? Sickles has an audiobook. You know Jenny Wade is going to deserve an audiobook. Let's give John a shot. Get in touch, Tim. It's MikeScottVoice.com. I'm Mike Scott, your voice of history.
And Civil War Trails. It's the world's largest open-air museum, and they offer over 1,300 sites across 6 states. Drive the Gettysburg campaign turn by turn, paddle to Frederick Douglass's birthplace, or hike to remote earthworks and artillery positions. Visit CivilWarTrails.org to request a brochure and explore their interactive map. Follow Civil War Trails and create some history of your own. Seminary Ridge Museum and Education Center, Gettysburg's premier museum, is housed in the historic Lutheran Seminary building constructed in 1832, a witness to the first day of battle. The museum's 3 floors of exhibits connect visitors to the dilemmas that led to the Civil War, provide a powerful and personal view of the battle's first day, and explore one of the battlefield's largest hospitals. No visit to Seminary Ridge Museum and Education Center is complete without a guided tour of the building's famous cupola, where on the eve of battle, officers and civilians saw thousands of Confederate soldiers' campfires burning to the west, and Brigadier General John Buford watched for vital federal reinforcements as fighting erupted on the morning of July 1st. Today, you can stand where Buford stood and discover how this view helped chart the course of the Battle of Gettysburg. Your trip to Gettysburg is not complete without a serious visit to Seminary Ridge Museum and Education Center, Gettysburg's premier museum. Purchase tickets online at seminaryridgemuseum.org or call 717-339-1300. To get tickets or a cupola tour, listeners may call or walk in and mention Addressing Gettysburg, or by ordering online using the promo code AG1863 for 20% off. Seminary Ridge Museum and Education Center. It began here.
There's a devil to pay.
You've heard us promote various ways that you can help us keep the show going, but one way we haven't pushed too much is our sutlery at addressinggettysburg.com/shop. That's a shame because we have designs over there by talented artists like Ty DeWitt of 1863 Designs and Mike Stretch of the Heritage Depot. So now we're promoting it. Buying shirts, hoodies, mugs, and other items from our sutlery not only helps us keep the lights on, but it also helps guys like Ty and Mike, and it helps spread the word about the show every time you wear an item or you sip from from your mug. So head over to addressinggettysburg.com/shop and grab some merch. It's the perfect Christmas gift for the Gettys nerd in your family. That's addressinggettysburg.com/shop.
For the Historian has a wide variety of titles, new and used, of military books from publishers like Osprey, Gettysburg Publishing, Stackpole, Savas Beatty, UNC Press, and more. I make it a point to go there once a week because I have new bookshelves to fill and I never know what treasures I'll find, and neither will you. They even have toy soldiers, model kits, games, children's books, and more. So stop by and check them out on your next visit to Gettysburg, or better yet, order right now online at forthehistorian.com and mention that you heard about them on Addressing Gettysburg in the Note to Seller box, and they will refund you your shipping. And if you call 717-685-5207 or stop by the store on your next visit and mention us, you'll get 20% off retail price. That's forthehistorian.com or 717-685-5207. Hey Gettysburg business owners, winter is just around the bend, and you know what that means, no tourists. But just because people aren't coming to you doesn't mean you can't bring your business to them. If you ship, you're still in the game. And if you're a seasonal business, the time to advertise for your next season is in the off season when people are making their plans. So what's an affordable yet highly effective way of reaching those people? Well, it's not radio. It's not TV, and it's certainly not print. Step out of the Jurassic era of advertising and run an ad on Addressing Gettysburg. We just reached 1 million downloads, and we're growing by the tens of thousands every month. Beyond that, our audience is happy to support those who support their favorite podcast. So email sales@addressinggettysburg for more information about advertising on our show. We look forward to helping your business grow. That's sales@addressinggettysburg.com.
You're listening to the Addressing Gettysburg podcast with Matt Callery.
You're back with Cam's Idol.
That was years ago.
Here's Matt.
There's a mutiny in the comments section when Cam started talking. People were like, mute him. Can we get the mute button back? Shut him up. Tar and feather him. Cameron, what do you think of that?
Don't bother me.
Don't bother you. And that might be the problem.
It's all in good fun.
Nope.
It's all in good fun, says Veronica. In here, in this room, it's all in good fun. In that chat room, I don't know. I don't know what those people are thinking. They got the knives out. All right, so it is again the eve of Remembrance Day weekend, and of course that means only one thing: you need to know what's going on.
You doing news or events first?
She's the gal who knows what's going on, so take notes. There's a test at the end. Here's AG Today's lead anchor, Veronica Brestensky, with news, traffic, weather, sidewalk conditions, and what's happening this weekend.
I must have all possible information.
That was your burp.
No.
Do you remember belching before the show a couple of weeks ago?
No.
Yeah. You don't remember that?
Mine are better than that.
That was you.
Okay, I'll take it. That's
But
not
I
bad.
also
Definitely
added,
not my best material.
No,
but-
it wasn't the best. Well, the Thai that was repeating on you was well worth the.
That's a Vietnamese. I think.
No, you said Thai.
Was it Thai?
Yeah. You said it was Thai.
What did I have?
Oh, I've got I've got some news too.
What?
Do you know? I don't know if I told you, but you know the B-17 that went down in Dallas.
Oh yeah.
That is the B-17 that we shot on for a month.
No kidding.
Yep.
For Last Man Club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
We were on that plane off and on for a month.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see? Did you see what he was
I
talking
didn't.
about?
I know what you're talking. I didn't see it. I don't.
Oh, it's awful.
Brutal.
It is awful.
It's just human error, though, right? Neither of the planes malfunctioned. I think the one just ran into the other or something.
Yeah, I
right?
don't
It wasn't
know.
like-
No, yeah.
Did they say? I mean, I don't- did the because the guy who was in the little fighter, he was like he ran right into it. Like, did he have a medical issue?
No. It's poor visibility from that fighter and the show director. You know, the flight controller. He told the guy to take the lead over the V-17.
Uh-huh.
So he went out to go over the lead, but he was going too fast and too low, and did not see him. He approached from like up here.
Yeah.
And he
Oh.
didn't see him, and
Okay.
He just cut the plane in two.
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard to watch that.
Oh, it
and the
is.
big fireball.
And the fact that several people were killed.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
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 It was like a. It
Well,
wasn't
that's
just
why
like
it's
a,
hard to watch,
Yeah, it
'cause
wasn't like a
Six
movie
people
thing,
died.
right? Yeah.
I didn't know anybody that died, but we knew all those guys. The two, I believe the two pilots were out of Dallas, so I didn't know them. But the plane is out of Conroe, Texas, at Hooks Airfield, and we shot out of Hooks and also out of Ellington Field in closer to where I live.
I'm trying to remember. Was there a scene in that when you actually flew the plane?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we had we flew in it, outside of it. I mean, you name it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, no. We spent off and on a month on that plane.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I've been up in it before and after as well, and that's why I was wondering if they could even know the people that were on board, because a lot of times, and I've done it, they're like, "Hey, do you have an extra seat? You know, you'll be at an air show," and they're like, "Yeah, come on." And you just jump on and go. And I've ridden like that a couple of times on that very plane. So I was thinking, yeah, they probably have no idea who was on the plane. But I heard that they stopped doing that, and now they're just doing the volunteers that are part of CAF, and now they're the ones that get on. But you know, you can't just, if you know them, go, "Hey, you got an extra seat?" You know, yeah, you know, they don't do that anymore.
Right.
And then they have
That's
paid
smart.
customers too. But
Man, yeah, that I forgot. Was that this week or was that last week when
last
that
weekend,
happened?
last Saturday.
Last Saturday. Okay, that's why we didn't talk about it on the show last week.
Was so unbelievable. I thought that was computerized. And then
You thought it was a computerized crash?
Well, for some reason I did, but then I realized.
What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean, computerized?
I thought it was like computerized.
Oh, special effects.
Yeah, I thought it was special effects. Something was special effects, and I realized when I saw the comments, shoot, that's real. How in the world does that happen?
Yeah, I was gonna bring it
One
up
plane
and show
crashes
you.
into the other. That's how that happens. Yeah, it's
all on. Yeah,
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often at these air shows, though. And I'm also surprised that oh, you're showing her?
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna traumatize her.
I mean,
No. We're watching it now,
oh, geez.
and there it goes.
Yeah, I mean,
just click.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the people are like in
Can't imagine.
disbelief. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
imagine
no,
witnessing that,
yeah.
you know? Oh, no, exactly. That's what she's saying. Oh, my God. That's the other thing she's saying. Ronnie, what's in the news here that
Yes,
might cheer us up?
So, yeah, news first, right?
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
So some good news. The borough passed.
Doing news or events first?
The borough passed again this year free holiday parking. So
Thank
that will
you.
start on Thanksgiving. But the caveat again is it's during the week. It is not the weekend.
No, when
That's
we
where they
need it.
got people.
Yeah.
Well, I think the concept is, or the thought process is, the locals will be shopping because it's only the square and the first block radiating out, and then the first block of Steinware
Right.
from 8 on Monday until 8 Thursday night. You know, that kind of thing. But I think the concept for the borough is the locals will be here during the week. The out-of-towners, where they can still make the money and charge and
ticket.
tourists, and ticket, is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So anyway, but it's something, right? It's something.
There used to be a time not too long ago when it was free all season, every day.
Yeah. Well,
And it
even
was
Sundays.
wonderful.
Sundays used to be free, right?
Sundays
Now it's
used to
1
be free.
8.
Now people can make the claim that the borough council hates God.
No, church services are over by then, right?
I don't know.
Anyway, so that's the holiday. Yeah. So again, Thanksgiving to New Year's Day. So if you want to do your shopping in town, try to do it during the week and get free parking.
There you go.
This is really interesting news that came up in the last couple days. So Pickett's Buffet, that has been a staple here for decades now. I forget, something going on like 40 years, something like that.
Something like
right?
that.
There has been an announcement that the American Battlefield Trust is extremely close to purchasing and raising that building, and then
Great.
turning the land, the property, over to the National Park Service.
Great. And then now who owns the empty lot next to it that used to be the Chinese restaurant?
Oh,
What?
I thought you talked about the side with the field.
No, not that one.
I
Not
got
that
the
one.
impression that that's already preserved because they're talking about
No, the one next to KFC. So the one north of Pickett's.
in between KFC
yeah.
and I don't know, in McDonald's. I don't know. I thought you meant
But
on
that'd
the
be
other
great,
side,
though. I mean, that's 3 properties right in a row there that are now going back to, well, not...
It's not 100%, but all
Right.
the articles said basically, Pickett's website is basically saying that their last buffet is going to be right after Thanksgiving. They're already sold out for their Thanksgiving buffet, and I think maybe the next day is their last day or something. The concept is they're not leaving. They're moving their business over to the old Boyd's Bear. I think they're calling it the Barn Resort now.
Oh,
And
they're doing that.
Yeah, they're anticipating that they are going to open sometime in late 2023, I think they said.
Okay.
But that they're going to be moving over there. The only downside, and I guess there's a little bit of animosity about this, but like every time a profitable business is taken or property is taken off the rolls in the borough, that's less tax revenue, et cetera. However, the American Battlefield Trust indicated that they have kind of been doing like an in-kind paying taxes to kind of offset. Yeah, because I think they mentioned about the Chinese somewhere that they're paying already, and they've been doing it since they acquired some piece of property, and they're planning on doing it for this particular
So
piece
is
of
it the
property.
trust that has the old Chinese restaurant?
Now that you're saying that, I think I did see that, and I just assumed that was where the Fifth Ohio is, the clear
No,
field.
that was where the hotel was.
See, okay, I don't remember all
So
that.
you got the hotel. So moving north up the Emmitsburg Road, you have the hotel first, where the 8th Ohio is.
8th, okay.
And then you have Pickett's Buffet.
Yeah.
And then you have an empty lot, and then you have KFC. Maybe you have KFC
right
and then
next,
an
and
empty
then
lot.
okay, yeah.
It's also the spot of the POW camp.
Sorry, say that again.
That's the POW camp too, where the World War II POW camp was in that spot. I promise.
The whole
That
no, yeah,
empty lot.
yeah.
That's the World War II Nazi POW camp.
Yeah. And there was a plane crash basically in the parking lot of the Heritage Center there.
Yeah.
When there wasn't a parking lot, it was just a field, but it was for the 1922. I think it was 1922 when the Marines did the thing. I think a plane crashed there.
There's a marker at the corner of there's a wayside marker at the corner of the parking lot there. Yeah. Yeah.
The last one, yeah, exactly. Last military death in Gettysburg.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's great, though.
That's great news. So here's some other good news in the same vein. It just came across the news today that the Daniel Lady Farm and the GBPA, Gettysburg Battlefield Preservation Association, announced that they are preserving 50 acres across the road from their property that was part of the Daniel Lady Farm during the war.
Right.
And their hopes are going to be very similar, that they're going to get the lien off of it, the mortgage, et cetera, and then also turn that over to the Park Service.
Great.
So how about that? That all kind of
right.
came out in the last week. So
see, this is
quite a
great.
bit
I love this that people are doing that with the properties, not just keeping them. Like they're going to acquire them and then turn them over to the park, and that's good.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Even if they just sit and do nothing with it, like they did with the golf course, as long as it's not neighborhoods going up or apartment buildings, I'm happy. Or motels.
Yeah.
Or brothels. Well, maybe that, but otherwise, what else?
Other interesting news, kind of cool.
Well, wait, no, hold on. So,
sorry.
can people go and donate still to the trust?
Oh yeah, the trust actually, I think they announced they still need to fundraise maybe $500,000, something like that, by December 15th to actually get the right amount of money to officially close on that. I think they're getting some kind of additional matching funds, but they have to get. It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit, but I mean it's doable. It's for their organization. I think it pretty much seems like it's a done deal, other than the technicality of doing the deal. Like it seems like it's done. So.
And on a similar note, we need to raise $500,000 by the 31st of December, or we're not doing the show anymore. All right. So what else?
Yeah. So anyway, some other history is going to be made at the parade tomorrow. So for the first time in 84 years, since the 75th anniversary, there's going to be a mounted brass band in the parade.
Yes.
Which is kind of a big deal,
That's
I
pretty
guess.
neat.
Like apparently that was a way big deal back in the day. Like that was a pretty constant part of the parade was a mounted brass band. But now I want to make sure I'm giving them the proper credit here. The 2nd Cavalry Brigade Band is going to retake up the mantle of being the first mounted brass band to march in 84 years.
That's got to be really tough to play on horseback.
I would think, yeah.
Because you're controlling the horse, and playing,
Yep.
and it's cold, and you got your mouth up against this metal instrument.
Yeah, I mean, if the horse reacts to something,
Yeah,
there's like,
and then
of course,
you're right, and you get to hit a sour note, right?
You got it on there?
It's well, I do. I have somewhere here. I have. Well, this is actually give you an idea what it might sound like. When Cameron was the music teacher for a day, and he. So it'd be something like that, you know, a couple of sour notes here and there. All right, so go ahead.
So the other little piece of news is what you shared with me on the way here, that we have another auto stationary object.
The curse is back.
Crash here in the Borough.
curse is back. Somebody ran into the fence at the cemetery.
Yeah,
just a little while
I drove
ago.
past it after you sent the picture, because the way the picture, when I was viewing coming from Chambersburg, it looks like, you know, what is that, the little miniature soldier thing right at the intersection
across from there.
Oh, my friend's shop.
Yeah.
It looked like the
John
car was
Zabala,
coming
right?
down parallel with the road.
Zabawa?
Right.
It looks like the car is parallel into the fence. I mean,
again.
But when I was coming past, the Park Service already has that portion of the fence down, and they have like a substitute kind of like metal rail or whatever. And it actually looks like maybe the person came out of the miniature soldier and just like went straight up and maybe turned or something, because some of the poles are like pushed into the cemetery.
Oh,
it was weird. I don't.
Yeah,
again, I
that's
don't
the thing with
understand
accidents, man. We can never figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, if it's again, full disclosure and disclaimer and everything else, we're not laughing if somebody's having like a medical emergency or something, but these happen so frequently here in this borough, and they're so weird. Like the one that went into the blue and gray, I mean, it went perpendicular into the blue. How the hell does that even happen?
I was drunk at a Christmas party. What can I say?
Well, you know, I could tell you, I just got a new pair of boots, you know, the leather boots.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, you got to break them in, right? And driving with them at first is very tough because, you know, they're big leather boots and you got these small little pedals. And I was driving and my, like, you know, there's like a lip, like the sole comes out a little further than the leather, right?
Yeah.
And it got caught as I was lifting my foot up. It got caught on the underside of the brake pedal.
Yeah.
And I was able to like flip it out real quick and nothing happened. But I was like, I could see how people screw up.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not necessarily your error. It could be footwear error.
Yeah, something slips
You know,
off or something.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Flip flop. You leaving, Cameron?
It seems like we have
a gay meeting?
Brigade.
Oh, brigade
It
meeting.
sounds like
Okay.
he-
Yeah.
I got a brigade meeting.
It's hard to hear when we have these headphones on. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Miss you.
Thank you for leaving, Cameron. All right. So poor Cameron.
Oh, Mo.
You people are rough on him. Okay. I'm just going to say that. We try to be nice to him. Go ahead, Cameron. I mean, Veronica. I'm sorry. It was an accident.
I'm going to wait for a real apology. I'm not going to.
Veronica, I am heartfully sorry
Thank you.
that I have offended you.
Thank you.
And I detest all my sins because of your just punishment. But most of all, because they offend you, my Ronnie, who are, I forget the rest of it now.
You too, but that's wow. That's a blast from the
Friends,
past.
my Lord, who are worthy and who are gracious and
Stop. You just gracious.
something and worthy of all my love, right?
Yeah, worthy of all my,
Yeah.
Who are all good and worthy of all
Who are all good and worthy of all my, yeah. That's a little Catholic prayer there. We didn't learn math in Catholic school, but we learned
McClellan math.
We learned McClellan math, right? All right, so go ahead now.
So that's all the news. That's
Wait,
the news.
what about the big news of the week? I sent you the link. You didn't get that?
Oh yeah, I did. I kind of forgot about it because I honestly, I mean,
There's a big.
I think it's a non-issue. It was like some student that put up a poster and the school
but it
found
made
out about
national
it and said,
headlines. The New York Post had a
national headlines have been made about like false, like, you know, people or kids going to like a cat litter bathroom at high school and stuff. I mean, like, this is, to me, it's a non-issue. It really is. Like, it's one student
so people know.
putting up like a poster.
Yeah,
the school finds out about it. They cancel it, issue a statement, and that's the end of it. Like,
It was a big stink to everybody but Veronica. And basically, you know, some student had to got a room to hold a little event, and the event was "We hate straight white guys" or something like that, and come and paint about how you hate straight white guys. Paint and write about straight. Usually you go to a thing and you do whine and someone shows you how to paint a picture. Here you whine and paint a picture and write a. What's that?
I need to give you the backstory. It's actually pretty.
You needed to.
Oh, you have insight. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
come-
you have insight because you have a
step
kid
on up.
there.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Step
only
right up
read the
here.
3-paragraph
Well, I'll
news
let you know
article.
where we're going. I'll let you know where we're going. Okay. Okay.
But I want to hear this.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I
All right. Well, go ahead. Sit down there, Cindy. I will. I'll put your microphone up here. So Cindy's going to give us some insight on the "We Hate White Men."
Special reporter.
Yes,
Cindy.
Gettysburg
That's
College.
cool.
We Hate White Men.
Let's not talk about the daughter's name.
No, we're not going to name anybody.
All right, good. In all honesty, there's been a lot of incidents happening on campus that involve the fraternity boys.
Yes.
A lot. So what the project was originally.
And let me guess, they're white.
Well, they're fraternity boys. I don't know
come
what
on.
they are.
I'm just trying to piece the picture,
And
the
Yeah.
the puzzle
Right.
pieces together.
How
I'm
is
just
this all
trying
coming to- yeah.
So there's a bunch of different things that have gone on that really not that great. We're videotaping women in their bathrooms, like setting up their cell phones to videotape the women using their bathrooms in the frat houses, roofing girls.
What?
Yeah, and
Wait, why
This has been going on
why are
campus.
they allowed to have fraternities anymore? And why? I'm not blaming the victim, but ladies, why the hell are you fucking with these guys? Pardon my French.
Right.
But why are you messing with these guys?
So what the real reason behind the project was in order to like have people come out and verbalize how annoyed they are with the fact that this stuff is going on. Nothing's truly being done about it, and it's kind of being swept under the carpet. So it was more of a come out and verbalize how upset you are about those things happening.
So it was a problem then with the
word,
title.
Yes, really, that's really what.
Like she should have titled it better.
Right.
Again, teach English
What if
instead of.
what if it's not a he? I mean, what if it's a he, not a she? Why are
I
you
doubt
just assuming it's a she?
I'm pretty sure it's a she.
I don't know what.
Because I
don't-
know it's
honestly,
a she.
she didn't.
I know it's
the source did not tell me whether it was a he or she's project.
I have a source who told me it's a she.
Okay, but
And it was
but
a source.
The worst part of that is a student on campus leaked every professor who is attached to Peace and Justice Studies home voice.
Oh, they doxed them?
They put it out there. So they've been getting death threats.
You lie down with dogs, you get up with fleas.
That's great.
Look,
Professors,
it's the peace and justice.
that's-
Like,
yeah, but
that's not like.
But wait a second, hold on. My thing is, if it's really truly peace and justice, and if that's just not a euphemism, then where are you getting the idea to use that language?
I agree with you on that. I'm not. I'm not.
So
saying that-
I mean, they're getting it from somewhere, and it's like just come on. You hear this all the time.
What
Change
language? What language?
The cis white man.
That's in
your
social media. I've been out of college 20 years. That's in social media
It's
everywhere.
the whole
That's
thing
not-
about
I mean, like, I
being.
don't have to be in a.
It's not that. It's being tired of cis white
white
men.
man.
If you pick any other group and you say tired of this group or that, we would all be up in arms
Yeah.
about that.
Okay,
we,
so
white people,
okay,
would be
so
up in
go
arms
back.
about that.
Why do you think that's on the professors?
Who?
You're saying like
Because
you're,
they're teaching, they're fomenting this thought.
Okay, I think you're making a giant leap there, but
I don't know.
Ronnie, I'm with
I could
you.
go.
I mean, I don't
I could
understand.
go
why
one way or the
the
other.
student
but here's
puts
the thing.
a poster
Here's the
up
thing.
and encourages people to
you
do
guys,
this.
You guys agree with that, and so you're presenting it as if I'm like coming out of left field, but like it's really going on all over the country, not just at this school, and it's very uncomfortable. When I was coming up in school, they taught you don't, that language leads, that's the language that led to the goddamn Holocaust. You don't separate people into groups. You don't demonize whole groups based on the actions of a few. And now it's okay to do all that. So maybe I'm an old fuddy-duddy, but I'm an old fuddy-duddy who was raised to treat everybody with respect and not condemn an entire group.
Okay,
And
so
now it's okay, and I don't like that.
that's not okay. You're assuming it's okay first off, which is wrong because the college immediately like put an end to it and stopped it and
that's-
issued a statement, right?
But here's the thing: they immediately put an end to that person's project. they didn't immediately address all of the things that led up to why that person was doing
That's
that
a whole
project.
right. That's a whole nother.
this-
That's a whole nother
this
issue.
is something
they
new
are
to me.
cis
Yes.
men that are doing that. You're not hearing about the gay guys like videotaping other boys at parties or roofing other boys.
No, but
That's
you are
the whole
hearing
concept,
about
right?
you are hearing about the whole whatever that event was 3 weeks prior to this cis white male event.
The transgender strip show
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
The what do they call it? Drag show.
The drag show
Yeah.
that took place on campus. That
Okay, I'm
there
not
was-
hearing about
yeah,
that. I'm
yeah,
personally
was,
not- I don't- I don't
Yeah,
know what you're talking about.
there was a whole drag show that happened 3 weeks prior that was totally
Yeah.
fine and no
I
issue.
heard
So
things were flopping around.
yeah,
And it was outside. But here's the thing, though. 'Cause, no, this whole thing about the fraternities is I'd never heard this before.
that's my point. So there's the big point.
Yeah,
Like you've
and-
not heard about it. You live right here in town. Like,
And that actually made me angrier than the flyer.
right.
So that's what I want to know about. And listen, I got to tell you, I hear these people walking down my street at 2 and 3 in the morning every night, or not every night, Thursday through Saturday nights.
Right.
And they're the worst people on the planet. And I know they're frat people or they're people who are associating with the frat people. My question is, with all this roofing and secret videotaping, and why do we still have fraternities? Why?
I don't know.
What is the purpose of a fraternity?
They're supposed to be for charity and scholarship. There's, if you read what their original chapters are about, that's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be people who are like-minded in subject matter or whatever, who come together to do charitable things and earn scholarships to move on to law schools and things of that nature, or scholarships for the current, college life that they're in now. But I don't know.
Do they give to this college? Like, do they financially, like, they're the main
The
chapters?
actual
and
main
things like that?
chapters, yep.
Yeah. So there's a vested interest in the
Huge,
college to sweep this
huge
stuff under the
amount, yeah,
rug.
huge
and
amounts of
not
money.
make. We've had this conversation
I know,
before where
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
even involve the borough police. When something actually happens, because you put that in your statistics.
That's only
and-
DPS. It's
yeah.
only DPS.
Well, let me ask you a question. If one of the girls called the police, would then the police bury it?
I don't know.
I mean, I would.
I don't know.
I would hope not.
I don't even have kids,
I mean, I
but-
don't even know where. Yeah, I mean, I would hope not.
I don't even have kids, but the thought of sending my daughter away to school, and she thinks she has a boy that likes her, or whatever. He invites her back to the frat house, and he hides a video camera in the bathroom. I mean, it's just mortifying to me, and I want to kill these people. Like, I don't really want to kill these people, but I want to wring their necks. Right. I don't really want to wring their necks. But my point is, like, it just enrages me that someone thinks that they can get away with doing that, and that any institution. This is like the Jerry Sandusky thing. Remember that? And everything.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah, still. I was like F Penn State, and I'm still like F Penn State because of that whole thing. That you think the institution is more important than the. By the way, people going to Gettysburg College, they're not paying 25 cents to go there. So now you're going to pay an arm and a leg. You're going to get in debt, and then you're going to go there, and someone's going to take video of you or roof of you, and then you can't even get justice for that. Now that pisses me off.
Which is what apparently what led to the whole peace and justice.
All right. Well, now I'm not. All right. It's the wording I have a problem with,
Right.
but I don't have a problem now with the purpose of that thing.
No, I figured I'd come
God
and give you-
almighty. Thank you for
after
doing that.
asking and doing a little digging, I figured I'd come and give you.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you did, because if it was just off of what the newspaper said, then it would have been a pretty uninformative conversation, frankly. And I'm glad we have the other side of the story, because I would have just completely condemned the college for the flyer. But now it's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, take a little bit.
I mean, it's a small town and it's a small college. Seriously? God, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make a joke out of this, but I can't make a joke out of it. It's pissing me off. Doesn't it piss you off?
Sure. I mean, I had
Why
no
aren't you
idea
getting
what any of
enraged
this-
like I am? Get enraged like me. Ronnie.
You're gonna poo-poo this, but like,
No.
On so many levels, in issues like this, women are still in this country second-class citizens.
Oh, poo-poo.
I know you are.
No,
I mean,
I was just
don't even
kidding.
try to be
I don't-
funny.
no,
Like,
I don't-
If this kind of flies in, like, well, we would prefer to sweep this under the rug than listen to a woman's complaint or do something to
Or
protect
something- or
the
publicly go
integrity
out there,
Right,
yeah.
But now, wait, now hold on. I don't disagree with you totally, but I'm going to just caveat it a little bit here. If a guy was videotaped or roofied and raped or something like that, they would still sweep it under the rug because it's bad for the institution, right?
And I can confirm that too. They had issues with.
I remember you saying that. Yeah. And it's the college isn't making them do that, but when the college sweeps it under the rug,
Right.
I mean, God, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
It's really disturbing. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring the mood down.
No.
I did not mean to bring the mood down.
I'm glad you can. Yeah, thank you for shedding some more light on that,
Yeah.
because he sent that article to me and I looked at it and I saw a couple of things on Facebook and I was like, okay, I didn't know the background and I didn't know the extent of what was the
I was glad I was able to have the
the
conversation with her too, because I didn't understand it either after just reading the article, and I'm like, what is this all about?
Yeah.
That is awful. Yeah. That is awful. It's very disturbing. All right. Well, good. So what can we do now? Jesus. Where are we going to go? Is that all you had
Where
for?
we're gonna eat.
Is that? Oh, that's right. It's time for events. Oh.
This weekend, where the action
Thank you,
There to do and see when you're in town this weekend. Here's Valerie, Veronica to fill you in.
It's all covered.
Am I wrong for being mad about that?
No.
No, thank you.
You're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah.
But you seemed to be very quiet when I got mad about the reason why they had that, and I figured you would be mad with me. It was pretty boring.
No, I'm not.
It's frustrating.
I guess I'm more mad that people jump to the conclusion that this is some kind of just random person decided to put this up as a I'm more upset that people
just randomly targeting one.
don't use some critical thinking skills and think, well, gee, is this just a random thing or is there something behind this? And
well, I
it
did,
made national
but
news
I
because
didn't
it was
think it was
buzzwords
that.
and things like that.
I had
But
no idea either, because when you sent it to me, I'm like, here we go again with this. What we're sending her to school for.
Right.
She's in peace and justice studies. That's her minor.
Right.
Yeah,
and this is what the
Ann
teacher.
Dowds is getting death threats from this.
That's crazy.
Wait, don't name names.
You're not live.
Yeah, we are live.
I couldn't hear. I couldn't even hear. I had the headphones on.
Yeah, but don't name
the
names.
fact that that's what I'm saying. It's so ridiculous because people only see. The people that are calling in the death threats, I'm sure are the people that only see the Fox News or the whatever news.
The article everywhere.
Okay, fine. The AP News, whatever it was, without any explanation, without any background. And much like your initial reaction was, oh, these professors. No, it doesn't seem like it's these professors coming up with these ideas or these words. It's
okay.
It's kind of tough, though, because I take his side on that, because we sent her there with a very, very equal side of everything.
Yeah.
And that's balance.
Yeah.
She was
Balance.
balanced view. And the view that child has now is
No, she's been indoctrinated, and they all are. And that's the thing is those are two separate issues. Yeah. But again, see, this is why you never listen to the media, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of their politics, because they don't tell you the whole story. They don't investigate the whole story. They just want the clickbait.
If it bleeds, it leads.
If it bleeds, it leads. That's right. So yeah, they misrepresented the whole thing, and there is a bigger story there that needs to be out there. But that's
which is what they're trying. I guess that's in their own ways of what they're learning. That's what they're trying to do. But they got poo-pooed because of their way about.
That's so disappointing.
They've talked about shutting down the Greek life on campus.
I wish they would shut down the Greek life.
The alumni
hold the donations hostage.
Yeah, the alumni hold donations hostage when they talk about.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, the college should be strong enough and say, fine, hold them. We don't need you.
Yeah. Well,
I know, it's easier said than done.
easier said than done when it's 81,000 a year.
Well, yeah, I know. God, that is disappointing. All right, what events are up this weekend?
Well, obviously the big one tomorrow, right? We talked about it in the first portion of the show.
Yes.
So Remembrance Day and Dedication Day happen to fall on the same day this year, which is kind of unusual, but they're both tomorrow. So all kinds of stuff going on starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. The National Park Service, along with the Lincoln Forum, are sponsoring the normal Dedication Day ceremonies in the National Cemetery. Wreath laying, naturalization, reading of the Gettysburg Address, commentary. We actually have national renowned author John Meacham in town to do that, and Harold Holzer and Ellen Gelzo are going to be speaking, and so that's it. I guess leading up prior to the parade at 1 o'clock. Which I think we talked about, that it's going back to the old route, like the old coming down Baltimore and everything.
Right.
Coming out,
going up
between the high school and is that the middle school?
Yeah, high school, middle school. It's the high school's out of town. Yeah.
Out to Middle Street, making a left, then making a left on the Baltimore down, and then out.
Yeah. So up to middle, and then that little loop.
The long route, the good route.
The old route.
Right, because they used to come right straight out Lefevre.
Right out in Mr. G's.
Yeah, I didn't like that route.
Right on the Steinway and done.
Forget that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So after that, we have Cam actually touched on this, but the National Park Service, in conjunction with Jim Broomall from the George Tyler Moore Center for History, and also Dana Show from Civil War Times, they're putting on a 3 p.m. tour of Culp's Hill. I don't really know why tomorrow, and I'm not really sure what the significance of doing this at 3 o'clock tomorrow is. But they're doing an outdoor tour on Culp's Hill, so if you're interested in that, if you want to, there's another 3 o'clock event at the cemetery. Why can't I think of the...
At 3 o'clock?
Yeah. What's the? Oh my God, I'm having drawn a blank. The private cemetery. Evergreen. Thank you so much. So at 3 o'clock at the Evergreen Cemetery, the rededication of the the Gettysburg Women's Civil War Monument, which is we all know the Elizabeth Thorne Monument, in conjunction with the 20-year anniversary of that being dedicated, is going to be rededicated. Mayor Freeling, our friends Sue Boardman, and Deb Novotny, I think Cindy Small, a bunch of people, the band from the high school are all going to be there for that. It's a free event. If you want to make donations to the Evergreen Cemetery, which is a nonprofit, they're obviously willing to accept those donations at that time. And then just a reminder that from 5:30 to 9, assuming the weather holds out, the illumination of the cemetery, where all the graves from the Civil War era get luminaries. And starting at 5:30, the names of all the soldiers buried there, including the unknown, are going to be read.
How are you going to read the unknown's names?
Saying an unknown, acknowledging them. Yep.
Gotcha.
And then at 7 o'clock, our friend, Dr. Carol Reardon, is going to be giving a free talk. It's the annual Fortenbaugh Lecture, which is also coincides with the Lincoln Dedication Day things that the college normally sponsors. It's at 7 o'clock at the Majestic Theater. You do need tickets, but they're free. You just need to basically say you want a ticket. So that's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. And I know the Lincoln Forum is also in town, and they're having a luncheon out at the presidential circle out at the Wyndham. I think you already had to buy tickets for that, so don't quote me on that. But if you're interested, go to the Lincoln Forum's website. And that's everything on Saturday.
You missed... Oh, maybe it's on Sunday. Hold on. I'm not sure when this was. I thought it was Saturday, but go ahead.
And then Sunday, our friend Deb Novotny is giving free tours in the Evergreen Cemetery about the women in town. There's two. They're 90-minute tours, one at 10:30 and one at 1 o'clock. So those are free. You don't need to RSVP or anything. You can just show up for those as well. And I don't know what you had in mind.
So it must be Saturday. The most important part of Saturday is you reading names.
Well, that would be the illumination where we were reading
names. Yes, but you didn't say I'll be doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go out. We're all going to go out to the illumination, and we're going to see Ronnie Ronstadt stumble over people's names.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, we were given the names. We were given our assignments about a week ago from Aaron over at the foundation. And
do you have
I've
names?
spent some time. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I have 172 names to read.
Oh, my God.
Zabawa? I know, right?
Are they tough?
No, most of them. I mean, they're
because they're like old American names.
Yeah,
right? So like they're pretty easy.
There's a bunch in my section of unknowns, unfortunately, a bunch, and they're Pennsylvania guys. So
well, that's easy though. You just keep saying unknown.
Yeah, but it represents an actual person, right?
Do they mix them in, or is it just all the unknowns in a row?
I think what they're doing is they actually are going like it's in the order of the burials.
Okay,
like I'm pretty sure that's how they. I have not gone to actually look at my guys, but I have a feeling. Like I have section B of Pennsylvania, so I think that refers to the second row there.
Okay,
and then
so you're just doing one row.
I'm going, like I said, it's everybody that has an assignment is for 15 minutes. Some are longer, some are shorter. For whatever reason, mine comes out to 172 names.
Wow,
so
it's a lot of names. Yeah. How long do you think it's going to take you to read that?
I would hope 15 minutes, since we're all in 15-minute increments.
Well, hopefully it doesn't take you longer.
No, it averages out to about 5 seconds a name. So obviously unknown does not take 5 seconds, but like, John Chamberlain from first, whatever.
Right. Oh, because you gotta list everything.
Everything
not
that's
just
on
the
that
name.
marker, I think, is what. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we will be out there to support Ronnie. 7 o'clock, you said that was?
No. So the illumination starts at 5:30.
5:30.
5:30 to 9. Names are being read at both entrances, the Taneytown and the Baltimore Street entrances. I will be reading on the Baltimore Street side from 5:45 to 6 o'clock. So.
All right, 5:45 to 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that we're there for that. Thank you. We'll show our support to Ronnie.
I'm honored by it.
You should be. It is an honor.
It is.
Are we allowed to clap for you? Or no, that would not
I don't
be.
think so.
No.
I don't think we would do that. But
Quiet.
I think it's a quiet dignity, right?
Yeah.
Like it's these guys are literally buried there. Like it's not really a.
No, we won't clap. We won't clap.
Yeah.
We'll be dignified. I promise.
I'm already. I'm worried, man. I'm a big softie these days. I cry at like the drop of a hat, and I'm already like when I was practicing them, like in my office upstairs, I was like, unknown.
Yeah.
Unknown. You're thinking about, my God, like that person's family. Like it's just it really kind of hits
it's like
you.
they vanished.
Yeah.
I know. And all joking aside, when I go through the cemetery, I always stand in the unknown section, one of the unknown sections, because there's a couple. And I'm like, all of those families didn't know what became of their son.
Yeah.
I mean,
some of the guys at least are lucky enough to be identified like in a state, right? Like,
Right.
But I mean, there's some
Right.
that aren't even. You have no idea who.
And you could probably deduce,
Potentially,
Yeah.
who they were around or when
Right.
they were brought in and stuff. But
like if
not
I'm saying if you're the family and it's like
yeah.
your son's regiment has 2 unknowns, your son
Yeah.
is no longer findable.
Yeah.
He's one of these 2, right?
Yeah,
So, but when it's a whole section of them and you don't even know what state they're from,
it's sad, man.
oh, it's
sad.
horrible.
So anyway, that's tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. Just looking ahead real quick. Tuesday, November. Well, obviously next weekend is Thanksgiving as well, or next week is Thanksgiving. I will not be here. I'm gonna drop this on you.
No, we're gonna.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I'm actually we are taking a trip. Mom and I, since we really have no family holding us here, we are taking a trip down south. And we're going to check out Fort Sumter and the Reconstruction era
we were just
National
talking about
Park
that.
down in Beaufort.
You guys see Richie Condon?
We're going to try to see them on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and then putz around on Thursday, Thanksgiving, and then Fort Sumter's Saturday we have tickets for, and maybe something like the Crater or something on the way back up. But we're going to make a little week getaway. So.
Well, I got to tell you.
Very careful in Petersburg.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Is it
really?
dangerous?
It's an interesting little section of town.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And the way in and out of the crater is through a cemetery.
Oh, geez.
And when we tried to do it, there was a little bit of road construction.
Can you grab a microphone if you're going to talk for more than 3 words, Bill?
That's wild. See, I'm glad you're saying.
Or yell louder. Yeah. Well, okay. So you want to go Labella? All right. So that.
Maria's heading there now. You want me to tell her to?
Sure. We'll go to Labella Italia for dinner. That's what we'll do. So if you want to, if you're in town and you want to sit at another table and watch us from yours, then you can you can do that. Okay.
Marie and Kathy, if you don't mind throwing her on there. Thanks.
So.
So anyway, real quick. So so when we get back from Thanksgiving on Tuesday, our buddy Jim Broomall, who is a friend of the show, he is like, I guess I don't even know what the title is, but the George Tyler Moore Center down at Shepherd. Is it Shepherdstown or Shepherd University?
Shepherd University.
Right, okay. They're having Robert Dunkerley come in and talk on the 29th at 7 p.m. Robert is the Richmond National Battlefield Park Service, and he's going to talk about Browns Island explosion and the search for victims. So that's at 7 o'clock. That's an in-person kind of thing. Like, if you're around, the area is kind of neat. Like Shepherd is kind of a
nice,
cool like campus and everything. So I was actually going to try to take that in. And then just a reminder, the very first weekend in December is Gettysburg's annual Christmas Festival.
Yes.
So the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Friday from noon to 8 p.m., Saturday from 10 to 8, and Sunday from 10 to 2, the annual Christmas Festival. So
Very exciting.
Yeah,
Christmas is in the air, as you'll hear right now as I'm playing the music here. And Veronica is talking to Cindy. All right, so okay, Christmas festival. Anything else you wanted to add there? All right, so some quick show news for you. We have State of the Show coming out on Monday. Bill and Cindy were a part of that. I introduced you to the 2 heads of the event committee that plans all the exciting in-person events that are coming up in 2023. And oh, what a year we have planned for you, ladies and gentlemen, in 2023. Lots of fun, lots of getting together, a lot of doing stuff, and so hopefully we'll be able to pull it all off. I think we will, but we'll talk a little bit about that. What's that, Billy?
Save your vacation days.
Yeah, save your vacation days indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Save them indeed. And of course, we have the Christmas party coming up. Booked.
Oh.
We are full.
Uh-oh.
We are full. So if you missed it, I'm sorry, but there's always going to be next year. And or maybe not, I don't know. But no, but really, if you missed it, I'm sorry, and we'll the next time you just got to act quicker. But also you become a patron, and you would have like 40 something people signed up. We had a limit of 50. 41 people, I believe it was, signed up like within 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And I was thinking, it would just drip drab in over the course of a month, and then I would open it to the public. So I was like, all right, 41 people, let's get non-patrons the chance to come in. So I put it on Facebook the other night, and in 2 days it was those remaining were taken up. So it'll be fun. We're going to have, what are we having? A stupid sweater contest or ugly sweater contest? Ugly sweater contest and a book exchange. So if you're coming,
that's cool.
if you're coming, bring books that you want to get rid of.
No, trade, not get rid of. That's negative.
I'm sorry, that you want to trade. Books that you want to
Wrapped?
trade.
Is it like random or
Oh,
wrapped,
that's a
or
great
they're
idea. Wrap them, and then everybody just guesses.
What if it's a
No, of course not. No,
I don't know.
no. You got it. Yeah.
No, if you have a book that you have a double of or
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
already read, you put it on the table and you say, "Oh, I've been looking for this one."
Oh,
Right.
That's cool. Yeah,
So
that's neat.
so we'll do the book exchange for that, the ugly sweater contest, and what do you win for the ugly sweater? You get a TR Historical gift card if you have the ugliest sweater. So wear your ugly sweaters. What else? Veronica's going to do Christmas karaoke. She's going to sing. What did you say? 5 songs, 5 Christmas classics.
I heard the bells.
I heard the bells.
Sing a Mariah Carey.
And she's she's gonna close with All I Want for. Oh man, would you do that?
Hell yeah, let's do it. Open bar, right?
Open bar for you.
Okay, good. I'm done.
On me. You're on
when
my
you want to
tab.
clear out the place, you let me know when Libby says, "All right, we've had enough." Veronica,
hit it. I don't want a lot for Christmas. Oh, that would be great. I really, you know what? There's nothing better than a person who can't sing well picking a song like that at karaoke and putting their heart and soul into it, like moving and really feeling it and just being terrible. I love that. So
I'm
please,
game. Hell yeah.
please,
Why not?
please, yes.
I'll be amongst friends.
Well, not after that.
I'll get right up there with you.
Perfect.
Oh man.
Let's see. What do you have coming out on Patreon? I don't know yet. I have to look and see. I forgot what it's coming
I feel
out.
like you released a lot of stuff recently.
I
A couple
released-
of the emails were not right, but you released
Yeah.
a shit ton of stuff. Like I was getting email after email after email.
Well,
like,
you know
this
what?
week.
Here's what happens, Ronnie. So the first lieutenant level, which you are, they get video versions of the show, and they get everything else that everybody below them gets. But video, the way we have it all set up here, and the fact that I am the only one who knows how to edit and all this stuff, I have so many videos that we've recorded just sitting in a backlog that I never had time to do, because the way we used to do it was we would record the video. So we would record the video onto the computer.
Okay.
And then I would go in and I would clean up the beginning and the end, and I'd add the commercial break or whatever it may have been. I would just do the editing, then upload it to YouTube. YouTube, for whatever reason, takes like 50 hours to upload a video. And I just didn't have the time. I didn't want to wait, and and it was, so it just all built up. Then I decided I can record it to YouTube and just record it as an unlisted video, so it doesn't go out there live, so you wouldn't get a notification that we're live. So it's basically, I record them live on YouTube. YouTube has an editor. It's not as sophisticated, but I can go in and make a little cut in the beginning and a little cut at the end, and then there. So that's what I did. And then I went and I added them to, there were some of these were months old.
Yeah.
And I added them to the first lieutenant thing. So that's why you got a flurry of them. And then I was going kind of nuts, and I was like, you know what? Everybody's getting bombarded with emails. What?
Nah, Tim thought he assumed you were drinking because they all came like in a flurry.
Update on the prizes for the ugly sweater.
Update on the ugly sweater prizes.
So it's 2 tickets to the Shriver Museum. That's the first prize.
Oh, neat.
Second prize is TR Historical gift card. Third prize is 82 gift card.
First prize is
2 tickets to the Shriver.
2 tickets to Shriver House. Second prize is gift card to TR Historical. And third is what?
82 Cafe.
82 gift card?
Gift card.
Gift card to 82 Cafe. Thanks. Courtesy of them or you guys?
Committee.
Okay, courtesy of Bill and Cindy then.
The committee.
Oh, the committee. I'm sorry. I thought you said me. I can't hear. If you're not on a microphone, I can't hear what you're
Where
saying.
does the committee get their money from?
Themselves.
What the hell?
I tell them not to spend the money, and then they do it, and then I'm like, well, now I got a big bill. At the end of the year, I owe them like $10,000.
You've got a big bill.
I do have a big bill.
Oh boy. All right, y'all.
All right, so we're gonna go to La Bella Italia. We're gonna go to La Bella Italia. Tommy, did you learn anything today?
Wait, why are you calling him Tommy? Why? What is the story behind that?
Okay, can we talk about this, Thomas? Why I'm calling you Tommy, but you're introducing yourself as Brett? Sure. All right, grab the microphone there. All right, so here, okay, so Tommy.
Yeah, go forward.
All right, so here's how I understand it, Tommy. You were a Marine. Everybody in the Marines called you Tommy. Your last name is Thomas.
That's right.
Okay, so
Brett Thomas.
They call you Thomas. And so you're now Colby. I know you through Colby. You guys were in the Marines together.
Yes.
Before I ever met you, he always talked about you a little too closely. Like it was a little weird, to be
Very
honest.
intimately,
Like,
I bet.
yeah, intimately.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, the way he described the way you looked in bikini briefs was really weird. But anyway,
Well, there's been a lot of times.
I know. Well, that's what I said. They were in combat together, so God knows what they saw. But anyway, so I knew you as Tommy. I met you. He goes, "This is Tommy." I go, "Hey, Tommy," you know. And I think for 2 or 3 times I was calling you Tommy, and then then Colby referred to you as Brett, and I go, "Who the hell's Brett?" And he said, "It's Tommy." And I was like, I'm so confused.
It's just my other side.
Yeah. But now you introduce yourself to everybody else as Brett and explain this why. Why am I calling you Tommy? Why is everybody else Brett?
Well, I go by Brett. Everybody calls me Brett. The only people that call me Tommy is really anybody that I know from the Marine Corps. If
And
I
we
meet
were in
with
the Marines
anybody,
together.
I was gonna say
Like-
there's a disconnect there.
Your face.
like a couple of guys, like their kids, even like their kids, their anybody's wives or whatever it is, they all call me Tommy.
Right.
Is this your polite way of telling Matt to knock the shit off? Like, do not call me Tommy. You didn't earn
No,
that.
no,
You didn't earn
Listen,
that.
I like that he calls me. I like that he calls me Tommy. I look at him
that's
as
sweet.
as a mentor. So
Mentor.
Whoa, getting deep.
Not
And
in life.
Yeah,
Not in life.
it's getting intimate again.
Not a mentor in life, just in podcasting, that's all.
Is this like a rent a compliment?
I know.
I like the name Tommy there, but as I go about my daily life, it's Brett, and everybody calls me Brett.
Okay.
There you go. Here's the $12 there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot we went over that.
$12. Tommy, I'll give you $12 if you say I'm your mentor.
Is that like
$12?
2 drinks?
Yeah, real. Not even anymore.
One
All right.
mixed drink.
So that's what it is, Tommy, right? It's
yeah.
because I'm your hero, okay? An honorary Marine. A lot of people have called me. A lot of Marines say, you know what? You're an honorary Marine. So thank you for
So
that.
that's how I got. So that's how I got the name.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair
An
enough.
honorary. So, yeah. So everybody else has to call you Brett. I'll start calling you Brett. Just make it easier.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. I'll call you Tommy.
Maybe
in private.
something sweet.
Snookums.
Come up with something fun.
Snooky bumps.
You're a fun guy. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Fun guy. All
Something,
right. I'll come
something
up.
sweet.
I'll come up with something. All right. Well, let's go eat some Italian food, guys.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Joe. What?
Happy Thanksgiving.
What
Happy
happened,
Thanksgiving to all.
No, food.
Nothing?
No food.
All right, great. Happy Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you in 2 weeks, and that'll wrap. The 9th is our last show here for the year. So we'll see you.
Addressing Gettysburg Today is hosted by Matt Callery and Veronica Brestensky, Esquire. Produced by Eric, the producer, Moni. Applause led by Owen the Clabber. Guests of Addressing Gettysburg Today stay wherever they want. That's not our concern. To be a guest on the show, send an email to eric@addressinggettysburg.com. Addressing Gettysburg broadcasts from the Gettys Bike Tour Studios. Get a 15% discount on your next tour with Gettys Bike. I'm Huevos Grande, the voice of Addressing Gettysburg
sexist
Today.
bitch.
Thanks for listening.
There were many Union men who wept with joyful tears when they saw the honored flag they had not seen for years. Hardly could they be restrained from breaking forth in cheers while we were marching through Georgia. Flag that makes you free. So
If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's not a chicken.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Yeah. All right, so now you can stop it, Joey.